alors que les traités du pays ne le permettent pas. Quand nos frères du Nord se lèvent, vous vous levez, on vous envoie avec le gun, le kilam. Vous êtes...
I come today to make two things clear. The first thing is, there is no one in the diaspora sending children in Cameroon to go and die on the streets. Nobody is sending children out to the streets to go and die. Those children are fighting for their own freedom. They are the ones who are unemployed. They are the ones who do not have food to eat. They are the ones who are driving on bad roads. They are the ones who are suffering the most from Paul Biya's regime. They are the ones who do not have schools. They are the ones who do not have clean water to drink. They are the ones who do not have electricity. They are the ones who do not have internet. It's not the people in the diaspora. So they feel the pinch, and that is what is driving them to go out and fight. It's not anybody in the diaspora pushing them. What they are going through under Biya's regime is what is pushing them to the streets. So I want anybody who is thinking that it's people in the diaspora pushing people out there to go and fight should think twice. Should think twice. Why are people in the diaspora? Why are we here in the first place? So how do we think, or how can we sit and accuse or point fingers at other people that they're pushing children to go and die in the streets, when we know exactly why those children are fighting? We know why they are out in the streets. They are tired. They are hungry. They are sick. They are unemployed. They don't have schools. They're driving on very bad roads. That's why they are on the streets. If anybody does not understand that, then you need to see a doctor. The second thing I want to make clear is the hypocrisy in all of this. We cannot pretend that we feel for those children, or that we feel for the families who lost loved ones in the Anglophone fight, and yet we sit with the same people who go out campaigning for Paul Biya. We sit on the same table with them and dine with them in the name of schoolmates, classmates. We cannot be dining with those people. We cannot even be having a conversation with them, knowing that they are the ones enabling Paul Biya to do what he's doing. That is hypocrisy. That is hypocrisy. We have seen all the Anglophones in high-profile offices who went out there to campaign for Paul Biya, who said Paul Biya has built schools when Paul Biya has not built any school. Those who went right to Bamenda and said Paul Biya has built roads when he has not built any roads in Bamenda. If anything, they have killed our children. And all these people are responsible for the death of all the Anglophones who died. All of them. Every Anglophone serving in this regime is a traitor. Every single one. And for us to sit with those same people, look at them in their faces, have a cordial conversation with them, to the point of dining with them, then we are not different from them. Then we can consider ourselves enablers as well. I'm saying this because I talked about it on a forum, and I got some calls and some messages from members of those forums asking me why I should say that people should be excommunicated from groups. Really? Really? Why this hypocrisy? Why? And we are saying we want a better Cameroon? Why are we pretending? Why are we pretending? If you can stand and talk against Paul Biya, and you cannot talk against those who are supporting and campaigning for him, knowing exactly what he has done, then even you who called me, or you who sent me that message, just don't want to call names. You are not different from them. You're not different from them. Some told me that we should respect their beliefs. You should respect the belief of someone who believes that other people's children should be killed, that people should be kidnapping people, that those are the beliefs you want us to support. It is not as if there are two parties or people are disagreeing on policies. That is not the case here. It's not as if we are disagreeing on policies. If that was the case, that would even be better. Because when you have two parties like they have in the United States, the two sides don't agree on certain policies. And it's because one thinks they can do better for the country. Their competition is to do better for the country. It's not a case where people are killing children. The country has gone 50 years behind. We are living here today because we cannot live there. And somebody says, I should respect their beliefs. Come on, people. Come on. This is why I keep saying we do not love that country enough. We do not love ourselves enough to really want to see change. Because if we did, we will do things differently. We cannot pretend. We cannot pretend that we want to see change and we dine with those people. That is pretense. That is hypocrisy. I don't talk my own.
Hello. Weekend greetings to everyone here on Facebook, on TikTok, or even if this finally ends to on YouTube. I'm saying hello to everyone. I'm sending weekend greetings. My people, I want to take this moment to focus on some issue regarding specifically the people of the Southern Cameroons. I know that the people of La République du Cameroon can want to, pay some attention because it will concern them too. And I'm convinced that even people from other parts of Africa will also listen to this and definitely get something out of it. Folks, I have watched two of our very fine grains. I mean every single word I use. I've watched two of our very fine grains, Prince Agbo Gilbert and CY International, tearing themselves on social media, tearing themselves apart on Facebook. And while they are doing this, a good lot of us have jumped in we are taking camps where it pleases us. If you are from the place, that colonial republic called Southwest, the instinct is easy to join Prince Agbo Gilbert. But I've seen some people from there not join Prince Agbo Gilbert. If you are from the place colonial Republic du Cameroon called Northwest, you are quick to jump in and take sides with CY International. But I've also seen some people from there who are not taking sides with CY International, who are staying on the issues. But you see, in all this, neither Prince Agbo Gilbert nor CY International, not all those who are standing with them are winners. We, all of us, including myself, are losers in this kind of conversation. The only winner, the only winner in all this is colonial La République du Cameroun. That's the only winner. I like to take this moment and seriously play the adult in the house by urging, by even likely sounding a warning to Prince Agbo Gilbert, whom I admire a lot. He's a very talented young man, very talented gentleman, multi-talented even. And also to CY International, who is also very talented and so passionate about the growth of the Southern Cameroon's cinematographic movie industry. I like to urge you both to cease and desist immediately. I insist, cease and desist immediately. Stop and stop and stop now. Do not allow yourselves to be used in this kind of manner. You both, there is no one that I can say is not being used. And when I talk of using, sometimes people think simply that using means that, they've given somebody money, they've promised somebody something to be doing the things that they are doing. No. They use you by throwing some very silent whispers. That's how they do. When they cannot succeed in breaking you, when they cannot succeed in subduing you, the only thing they do is they set you all one against the other. The only thing they do is they make you become suspicious of one another. The only thing they do is they ensure that you begin tearing yourselves apart. I'll tell you this. Prince Agbo Gilbert, CY International, and all the other folks who are fighting very hard, including Canquintos, to give the Southern Cameroon's movie industry a facelift, are doing an enormous job with nothing. With nothing. They don't have any resources coming from anywhere. But they are doing an incredible job, breaking grounds and going. Do not think that La République du Cameroun wants to sit there and watch this kind of things happen. They have tried as much as they can. They have done everything they could do in the past to subdue us, to make sure we don't send our heads out there, to make sure we don't even have those opportunities to dim our own identity. But when they see our people united like this, because do not forget, culture has no boundaries. And so when they see our people united, especially in the Southern Cameroons, especially on this kind of lines, they tell themselves these visuals are not very good because they will be helping build what they want to destroy. We need to pay attention to all of this kind of antics. Because at the end of the day, La République du Cameroun has convinced itself that the only way they ever keep us in check, the only way they ever keep us in bondage forever is dividing and ruling. I like to point this out to Prince Agbo Gilbert and CY International, that in 1993, La République du Cameroun saw for the first time that the boundaries they had created between the people of the Southern Cameroons after 1961, creating something called Northwest. It did not exist in the former British Southern Cameroons. Creating something they call Southwest. It did not exist. No, we didn't have those. We had Bamenda Division. We had Boya Division. We had Kumba Division. We had Manfe. And then we had Nkambe. We did not know about these things. So we just know about Grassfield, this and all of those things. So in 1993, when the people were insisting seriously that no, we have to go back to the two-state federation, when there was the Constitutional Conference and all whatnot, and then came the tripartite conferences. Like the people of Cameroon wanted to see the people of the Southern Cameroons in separate delegations, say, who want to receive the Northwest first, then receive the Southwest. And they've been using even political appointments to see how they rip us apart. But you see, even these current politicians, these people are always called members of the CPDM crime syndicate. These current politicians who come across as hating each other so much in public like this, all of them, the Elvis Ngolengoles, Tabetando of blessed memory, the Achidi Achus of blessed memory, the Need John Fundis, all of those people at the time, all of them at the time, Professor Kofele Kale, all of those people at the time, some of them are still alive today. They stood up and they said, no, it will be one delegation. Southern Cameroons, they were calling it West Cameroon, will only send one delegation. And they went among themselves and constituted a delegation with people from the Grassfield and those from the Forest Zone. And it was a one delegation only that went to represent us at the tripartite conference, which provoked Joseph Owona of blessed memory to say if the Anglophones, because they always call us Anglophones as if it's a tribe, that if they continue to insist on a return to the two-state federation, they will break away and create a Betty state. So this is to tell you, our people know the time when we were strong as one. And so after 1993, La République du Cameroun has done everything to make sure that we will always fight along those lines. We must tell them no. I like to encourage each and every one of us here. Let us know our value as a people. Let us know our value as a united force. We must refuse these antics. After 1993, La République du Cameroun has multiplied all kinds of efforts to make us come across as hating each other. I will end, because I don't like this thing to be long. I will end by pointing out to something. Because we need to know this. If we don't know this truth, they will make life a bit complicated for us. You see, somebody asked the question, can you show me any person from, let me call it as they are calling it, from Southwest, who has ever been or is an elected representative of the people in Northwest? Because I can show you many from Northwest who have been elected mayors, whatever, and everything in Southwest. I'll answer you very easily. Because you have a huge population of the Grassfield people in the Forest Zone, a huge population of people from the Northwest in the Southwest. And you ask me, but that is the problem that you have? No, it's not the problem that you have. This is what happened. In the colonial era, when the Germans created plantations and wanted labor, they carried a lot of people from the Grassfield into the Forest Zone, even against their will. Too many of them. And there are too many of those people that don't even know where they come from the Grassfield. That's how they found themselves there. And again, let me tell you, there is nothing you can do about this. This is in human nature. The soils in the Forest Zone are fertile, and so people could run after them. But I want to let you know that those people who run after them have a different approach at life. Because the zones where they come from, you have to work extra hard in order to harvest. They tend to be more hardworking than those who are already resident in the Forest Zone, who don't need to work extra hard. You just need to throw some grains around there and go strolling. By the time you come the next day, they have grown into fruits, into all one you harvest, and you have the seeds, you have this. You have a lot of things at your beck and call. You don't need too much effort. You look at the Israelites. That's Israel. Where they are, their land is an arid zone. They are the best when it comes to creating irrigation schemes and all whatnot because of the difficult nature of their terrain. If they go anywhere else in the world, they are always very prosperous because they have been used to very difficult conditions. And so they are prone to putting in more effort than every other one. We need to understand these basic truths about ourselves. That's why you see that despite even the talks of, oh, the Northwest or the gas field is arid, you find that every day you find those 70-seaters with suits full of food, all kinds of food crops going to feed the rest of the country because the people work extra hard. Don't get me wrong. All our peoples, they work, they do things according to the environment in which they find themselves and the way those environments influence their upbringing and influence their development. That's what we talk about human development and the environment. So when we have a notion of all this, we will understand that our differences should complete us. The challenges that we have or the advantages that come with one group or the other should help complete us and not rather rip us apart. These are things that we need to understand. These are things we need to bear in mind. And we will understand that our diversity represents our riches. They shouldn't be used as a setback. Again, I'm concluding. And I want to say, my brother, Prince Agbo Gilbert, my brother, CY International, you people call each other behind the scene. Behind the scenes. Go lock yourself up in a room. Make up. Send us a beautiful video of you guys making out together. Send us beautiful pictures of handshakes and telling us that this thing is gone. That is what makes men men. Real men are those who fight and know when to stop fighting. And understand that we don't choose who our brother will be. We don't choose who our brethren will be. But there is one thing we can do. We can choose how we relate. We can decide to either make or mar. We can decide to make the rest of our lives pleasant or make them so unpleasant. And you both represent a huge resource. Let no one rip you apart. Let no one divide you. That is my word. And that's the piece I want to share with you all regarding this. And for those who are jumping in to add insult to injury, also cease and desist. We need to learn this. But I want to assure you, a good lot of those comments that you see coming in rather to add the fire are citizens of La République du Cameroon hiding behind keyboard names. They are not Southern Cameroonians. We have gone past this. There are people like the Victor Julius Ngo whose only role is to see that they continue to tear us apart. We won't let them. Thank you very much, and happy weekend to everyone. Wakaman was just passing by, and so stay blessed. If you are not yet following me on Facebook, please join me. Let's always have these conversations together. You are not yet following me on TikTok, hello, come on board. And if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, the JMA Connections, go right ahead now, hit that subscribe button, and be part of the conversation. Thank you, thank you very much, everyone, for your very kind attention. And Gilbert and CY, I look forward to seeing the smiles on your faces. Bye.
Nos frères Ambazonia ont encore frappé fort. Voilà 2 soldats qui nous ont encore quittés. Mais mes frères militaires là, policiers là, vous défendez quoi dans le nozo? Vous cherchez quoi dans le nozo? On vous parle d'un peuple qui se bat pour sa liberté. Comme le peuple francophone n'a pas le courage de se battre, comme nos frères du nozo sont censés se battre. Vous partez tout le temps là-bas, vous endeuillez vos familles par rapport à quoi? Pourquoi? Pour ça, voilà Judith Rachid, PDG de Cantel, en train de faroter l'argent. Quand vous vous levez le matin, vous n'avez même pas de quoi manger. Vous vous levez le matin, vous n'avez pas de quoi boire. Vous n'avez pas la possibilité d'envoyer vos enfants à l'école. En 2025, on a volé vos élections. En 2018, on a volé vos élections. En 1992, on a volé vos élections. Un vieux père de 93 ans, vous partez là-bas, vous daillez pour qui? Pourquoi? Voilà la plus grande tchélée du pays à qui on est en train de donner l'argent. Vous vous battez pour qui? Pourquoi? Les Ketia Koudé sont là-bas, mangent leur vie. Les Judith Rachid, PDG de Cantel, mangent leur vie. Tous les ministres sont là-bas, mangent leur vie. Vous vous gotez, vous daillez. Daillez même au moins pour la bonne cause. Ce n'est pas la secte pourquoi que vous êtes en train de combattre, les gars. Vous êtes en train de combattre vos propres frères, de vos compatriotes. On ne vous a pas envoyé qu'il a mis les terreaux, on vous a envoyé qu'il a vos propres frères. vous allez vous partir. Et tous les jours vous daillez. Vous croyez que nous on peut être contre nos frères Kababoy quand ils gèrent les mouvements comme ça là? Vous croyez que nous on peut être contre eux? Regardez la dame-ci, vous croyez que si la dame-ci avait son salaire normal à la fin du mois, le PDG de Canter.
Glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.